What's up, you guys? 11:01 p.a.m. a.m. So 11:01. I want to talk about how the society went to doom. Like, and you can see how things are getting just pretty much worse. Like, on just the negative side, things are just really just going on a tailspin. It's like society's just letting itself go. It's a collapse. United States, you could just feel the air right now. It's kind of like gloomy, like it's very grayish. There's no spontaneity, like it's just bland. It's just whatever. Like, you feel it within people, man. There's no unity. There's no vibrancy. Like, people are not working together. You go to the store, and it's like there's a long ass line all the time. People are slow. Nobody works together, makes things quick. It's like, it's just bad, man. That's just indicated of the people in a collective consciousness. And look what's promoted. Negative content. This is going on. That. I notice how when I get on my YouTube feed, there's always a negative news about somebody dying or this on my feed. It's just pushed. And this is what people have slowly accepted. And the degeneracy. Y'all saw what happened if the girl fucking like 1,000 women in a day? 1,000 men in a day? Now that's a social type of world we live in, where it's hyperly promoted. You know, and the streamers and all this degenerate shit. You know what I'm saying? Everybody harassing people for views and shit like that. It just shows you what type of world we living in right now. We slowly accepted this, man. Like, where's the knowledgers and the preachers, the people who spoke real information? You know? Now they found it a way to like censor certain stuff when you talk about things that actually matter. You know, they found a way to if you talk about real things, they're gonna censor you automatically, or you're gonna be shadow banned. You know, you're not shadow banned. Your thing is just not pushed. I noticed it in 2020, like truthers and people who are conscious, they're a push and they're a favorite in the algorithm. Like, they had a voice, but now it's like you don't really see that much. Or if you do, then that's probably like a wolves in sheep's clothing, because how the hell would they like allow you? Because the world is going to doom. This is a targeted hit. Because a certain species or whatever that roams this earth is trying to feed off the soul of people. Demonic energy. That's why it's only getting degenerate. People getting worse. It's done like that on purpose. It's done like that on purpose, bro. Just go on your Twitter timeline. Just go on your Instagram. It's nothing but just negative crap. And then go in real life. Go in the city. You're going to see how people are and how bleak it is. And you're going to feel the depression in the air. It's just going to be sad. Like, or go to the club. You're going to see how, like, nobody's engaged and everybody's just looking around, absorbed. Like, it's indicative of what society you're living in. And it's like before 2020, it was like never like this. Like, because during 2020, we was heading towards a shift. In the collective consciousness, we was about to take a shift, but we forgot to. We forgot a shift. And they tricked us. You know, they gave us money and stimulus and shit like that. And they made things free, and they tricked us into this low frequency by your behaviors. They reinforced certain things, so they would give you an offer. Here's a different deal. I'm gonna give you this, but the whole time it's just a whole rug pull. It's an agenda. And it has like made people kind of like spiral and lose themselves in their essence. And now you see what the world is going into doom. You know what I'm saying? Then they make things harder, the economy. Now you're in more survival mode. You're not in a high vibrational spirit. You're not in abundant spirit. Now you're more, mischievous. Because you gotta survive. You're cunning. You're just fake. You know what I'm saying? They amped up the life. We as a collective consciousness forgot to shift. And there's only going to be so many people that is going to make it to the shift, the 5D, because we're shifting every day from 2D, 3D, 4D, all the way to 5D. And it's probably going to be like, I'm going to estimate 100,000 souls that make it to that reality. I'm one of those souls. It's a dimensional field. The conscious state. It's going to be about 100,000 souls. 100,000 souls that make it. Everybody else is cooked. It's because a lot of people took that backs. They lost themselves. They're drugged up. They're effed up. And they went to sleep again. So it's only about to be about 100,000 souls. From what I'm calculating, that make it to the new world. 100,000 souls. That's not a lot of people at all. That's like not even a percent. That's like not even 0.5% compared to the world's population. It's like people are losing themselves. They don't even care. Like, it could be their last days, and it's like we don't even hear from the person. Like, what the fuck did this person do? Like, it's just the world is just, Matrix is just taking people out. Especially if a message to people who like spoke the who about something that matters. I noticed that they don't post like that. They're just more reserved because the world nowadays is not keen to truth and new information and growth. You know what I'm saying? Like, look at it. I remember there was a whole spiritual wave back then, 2019, 20, but now it's like there's no waves at all. There's nothing. It's just dead. Like, I don't know what's going on now. Now it's just streamer crap and all this degenerate shit, OF shit, rap, drill. Like, that's what I see now. Like, there's no way to do better. Even like the self-improvement kind of fell off a bit. I'm still on my stuff. Don't get it wrong. But that's only for a few type of people who are really about it. And who have certain traits with them. A lot of people are just cooked, man. They followed the New World Order. This was all a part of the New World Order. But you could have rejected it. But a lot of people have accepted it. Especially the men of our society. Now we're heading to doom. You know what I'm saying? They took the mark of the beast. Now it's like you see it. In hindsight. We forgot to shift. Because in 2020, it was telling us a message. Things are changing. But we did not do that. They gave us comfort. They lied to us. And we fell for the trick. Now we got caught up in the loop-de-loop and spiraled down to bad habits, and we're fucked. And we got tricked into accepting this crap and not fighting, being the warriors, people that stand for something, but fall for anything, like. And you see it now. We're fucked. We're literally doomed, bro. We're literally heading into doom. It's gonna only be about 100,000 souls that make it to the new world. You know, and we're shifting every damn day. Most are just cut. So if you are a certain way and you're alone, you don't have a lot of friends, you're working on yourself, you're doing what you gotta do, that means that you've been cut up from the old world. You no longer have access to old friends and people because you're stuck during survival mode. You're in a different plane of reality. Dimensional field. Yeah, you're existing in this reality because everything is parallel, but you're in a different reality. They're in survival mode. And it makes you like, damn, like, I'm really by myself in this motherfucker. Like, yeah, you are, bro. But you have us too, because we're with you. We have the awareness. Right? Because there's only going to be so much souls that make it. You can't take everybody with you. And it's kind of sad. Your mother, your father, your siblings, they're stuck. They're in survival mode. You just see they just keep doing the same shit. They just can't help themselves. They have no control. They haven't worked their body to, you know, work of their favor and all that. They just on autopilot like a. And I see people just do the same shit. And they're just miserable, bro. I go to family, this is like, I can't even be around that shit. And they just don't care, or it's too much. Like, I'm not saying you can't stick to the 5D, because everything's possible. There's unlimited possibilities. You know? God is one. Speaks the language of unity. Except not separation. But the chances of that is very low. Due to the person's spirit, their brain, their mindset, their environment. It's gonna be low. It gotta be depending on a person's souls and the mental state. And you see that people are in doom and they kind of accepted this. They try to keep up with this stuff. I don't keep up with this. I don't give a fuck about it like that. I do what I do best. And I carry it with a smile on my face. Despite me not making a lot of money. It's cool though, I don't really care. It's fine. This is not about money. This is about something higher than this, my higher self. But a lot of people, they can't live like that, so it is what it is. So that's why we declare that it's kind of like over. Like, there's only going to be so much souls that actually are willing. There's going to be so many willing souls and participants to making the world better. It's shifting into a high vibration. But most have kind of accepted that shit, so they accept the doom. They complain, but they still stay the same. Again, it's very lonely. There's only going to be so much that walk into the new earth. About 100,000 souls. If we're lucky, 150,000, but it's not a lot of souls, man. Not a lot of souls. People have lost contact with their higher selves. They lost contact with their bodies. They're doing a drug lately. They're fucked. And it is what it is. So, we're in doom now. We are in doomsday. So, it literally shows you this in the benches what the world's heading to, like. And we slowly accepted this. So, yeah. Until this thing fully collapses, I don't think a lot of people are going to be ready. They don't have no survival skills, no mental tact. They're just fucked. Their brain is fried off of drugs, you know, all this type of shit. We're fucked. And this is what they got us to do, to accept this. Because these demons that roam the planet, they gotta live. The veil has been opened. And they found a way to trick us, to giving them energy, life. And we did it. Based off our survival. We wasn't willing to put the shit away. Sacrifice. We was not willing to sacrifice for the better. And now we're paying the fucking price for it. Where a lot of us are losing our lives. getting into bad situations. You know what I'm saying? Because we rejected certain people, we rejected certain ideals, messages. Because we thought we can come back, where you only have one chance. So a lot of people are just fucking cooked and they're just gonna be wiped out. I'm just being honest with you. Like, I saw people who's in on this type of stuff who was great, spiritual. Now they just cooked. A lot of people are just gonna live and they just gonna get wiped out. They're not gonna have a higher sense of purpose. They're not gonna do that. It's gonna be too fucking late. We only got a couple years till 2030. Where do you see AI? So, yeah, we are doomed.